So on September 11th, 2001, I was about 2 miles away from the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia. My wife and I were house parents for about a dozen college-age interns at Leadership Institute in Virginia. And, at first it was remote. At first everything was happening in New York. And obviously that changed when smoke started coming up from the Pentagon. And my wife was in Washington, D.C. and worried about getting out of the city and what was going on. There were reports that turned out to be false of a car bomb going off at the Department of State, which was about a block and a half from where we had lived before we moved to Arlington. And what really struck me, though, was what happened the next day and for about a week after. And didn't make the news as much as the rest of the country was focused on what had happened. But walking around in Washington, D.C., after September 11th, there were Humvees on the street, right? There were military vehicles and guys with machine guns. Something you'd never expect to see in an American city. I mean, it really, it was militarized. And that's understandable, right? But to me, it was a reminder of why we believe in limited government. Government has some jobs to do. We create government for a reason, for good reasons, right? James Madison said, if men were angels, we would need government. We all know that's not the case. But when government doesn't do the few things it's supposed to do, liberty is at risk. And, one of the threats to government doing what it's supposed to do is trying to do everything, right? And at the Freedom Foundation, we don't believe in no government. We believe in limited government, and it's not because we want weak government. It's because we want government that actually does the real job of government well, so that we all can be free.